Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, The Board Sambalis. I am Priyanka and today we are going to talk about Papageno. This game is by Helvetiq. It is for ages 6 plus for 2 to 5 players and takes about 15 minutes to play. In this game, you live in an enchanted kingdom where colorful birds are flying around. To impress the queen, you are going to attract those birds onto the wire, but the wire is very frail, so make sure you attract the lightest birds on the wire to impress the queen. Let's go ahead and see how to set up the game. Before we move on to how to set up the game, let's look at some of the bird cards. So the bird cards will be numbered from 0 to 9, and then there is also a bird card that is -2. So the number up here is the weight of the bird. So these are some of the bird cards. Now let's look at some of the special cards. The first special card is capture. So in this card, when you get this card and you place it on your collection, you can choose to swap one card from your set with another player's set which are face up. You can only switch cards or swap cards that are face up in your collection and also on the other player's tableau. Okay, so that is the card capture. The next card is pan flute. In this card, when the active player receives this card and places it onto their tableau, that card which is exchanged to place this card onto the tableau is given to the player to the left of the active player. This active the second player on the left will place that replaced card on exactly the same place where the active player has placed the pan flute onto their collection or on their tableau. Then this player will take their replaced card and give it to the next player, and it will go all around the table till the player to the right of the active player gets the replaced card. That player will discard their own replaced card, and then the play will continue as usual. And the last special card we have is the eggs. When you place the egg onto your set or onto your tableau, you can choose to give it the value of the right or the left card that is on your tableau. So if you place it in the center of your tableau, then you can choose whether this card will be the same number as the right card or the left card. So those are the three special cards. Now let's see how to set up the game. All right, let's look at how to set up the game. First, shuffle the cards and then deal out 6 cards face down to each player. Here I have set up a game for 2 players. When you play a 2-player game, remove all the pan flute cards out of the game. Then put the draw pile on the center of the table, and then reveal the top card to start the discard pile. When this draw pile gets empty, just shuffle the discard pile and start again. All the cards that are shuffled face down are kept face down, and each player does not know what cards they have on their hand. The game starts with everybody just having face down cards placed in 2 rows of 3 cards each. That is how to set up the game. Now let's look at how to play the game. Alright, let's look at how to play the game. On a player's turn, a player can either take a card from the topmost card from the discard pile and exchange it with one of the cards onto their game area. Once you take a card from the discard pile, you have to exchange it with one of your cards onto your game area. If you choose to take a card from the draw pile, you can secretly look at it and decide whether you want to exchange it with one of your cards in your game area or discard it directly onto the discard pile. Let's go ahead and see how it works. I am the first player, and then there is the second player. I'm going to, since 9 is a very heavy bird, actually the heaviest bird, I'm going to go ahead and draw one card from the draw pile. So I have gotten a 6, and I think 6 is still a heavy card, so I'm going to go ahead and discard it. Now it is the second player's turn. They are going to draw a card from the draw pile and they got a card of -2. So they decide to exchange it with the card right here. Now it is the next player's turn. They go ahead and draw the card from the draw pile and they received a card with a bird weight of -2. So they decide to put this card onto their game area and they are going to discard the card that is weighted 6. Now it's my turn. I'm going to again draw a card from the draw pile and I have gotten a 8 weighted bird. I don't have to exchange it with one of the cards on my game area, so I'm going to go ahead and discard it. Now it is the second player's turn and they decide to go ahead and draw a card from the draw pile. They received the capture card, but since I don't have any face up card and they cannot exchange any of their cards, face up cards with my face up card, they're going to go ahead and discard it. Since if this capture card stays in your tableau at the end of the game, you will get 10 points. To win this game, you have to score the lowest points possible at the end of the game. Let's go ahead and now it's my turn since second player discarded the capture card. I'm going to pick up a card and it's 8. We can go ahead and put it, reveal the card. So I got a capture card from my game area, so I'm going to discard it and then I have placed the 8 onto my game area. Now it is the second player's turn. They are going to draw. Now it is the second player's turn. They are going to draw a card from the draw pile and they got a 8 too. So they decide to go ahead and discard it. I'm going to draw again from I'm going to take the discard card top and then place it right here and discard my 5. Even though 5 is a lighter weight card than 8, what happened here is since I played both the same cards in one column, they cancel each other out and the weight becomes 0 or my score becomes 0. Now the second player is going to play and they are going to draw a card from the draw pile. They got a 7 and they decide to discard it. Now I'm going to draw a card from the draw pile and I got a 7 and I think I'm going to discard it too. I think the cards are not shuffled well. So now it's the second player's turn. They drew a 9 and they decide to discard it. I'm going to draw a card again and I drew a 5. I think I'm going to place my 5 right here and I have to discard the egg card. So I'm going to place it here onto the discard pile. The second player is going to take the egg card and place it right here in the middle and they are going to decide that they have decided that the card will take the value of their left hand side card, which is -2. So this will give them -2, -2 and it will make them -4. Okay, so now it's my turn and I will draw the card. So I've gotten a 4 and I might go ahead and exchange this card with the 4. Now it is the second player's turn. They decide to take the 3 and place it right here. So now that I have a 4 here, I'm going to take the topmost 4 from the discard pile and place it right here, which cancels out both my 4s and make my score 0 again. And they get the 4. They draw a card from the draw pile. They got a 3 and they're going to place it right here and discard this card. I'm going to take the -2 card and exchange it with my card here. And since I have all the cards on my tableau face up, this triggers the end of the game. When one player triggers the end of the game, all the other players have to flip over all their face down cards. And then let's see how to score the game. Alright, let's look at how to score the game and see which one of us won the game. So here we looked earlier that 8 and 8 cancelled out and my score for those two is 0. Similarly, 4 and 4 cancelled out and my score for that is 0 2. This gave me 5 points, and then this gave me -2, which made my score to be 3 points. So my total score is 3 points. Now let's see if the second player scored more than me to lose the game or less than me to win the game. So right now, these two cards got cancelled out and made 0. 7 and 6 scores 13, and 13 minus 4 will make 9. So the total score for the second player is 9. So I win the game since I scored the lowest points of 3 points. That's how you play the game. Really simple and really easy. So this is how you play Papageno, and it is a really simple, really quick game and super fun game. And I know I haven't explained a lot of special cards in this game, but they are really simple and the rules are pretty clear to understand the game. This is a very compact game and it's really easy to take with you on your vacation, to the doctor's office, to the restaurant, and play a quick game which gets over within 10-15 minutes. I think this will be a great game to put in your restaurant kits too, since it is small and it doesn't take much time to finish the game, and I think you can play one game till you're waiting for your food to arrive. So this game is super fun and the illustrations are super colorful, and I really enjoy this game. We as a family enjoy this game, and I hope you all enjoy the game too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment about what were your thoughts about this game. Share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.